disability, art, community, pain, joy, glimmers. 4 BIPOC disabled queer Vancouver-based artists explore the healing power of witnessing through collaboration. These artists humbly and vulnerably bring you into their lives, into their homes to discuss their practices and experiences. They invite you into the creation and production of their live poetry music show, Glimmers. Watch as the show within the show comes to life. I am overwhelmed with gratitude for all of you being here. So many faces that I do know, many faces that I don't, and some that have traveled a long way. This evening, this show is an extension of our art, of our hope. So we're not just welcoming you to this space, but into our hearts. This show within the show comes to life on these unceded, unsurrendered territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. A friend and teacher of mine, Maggie, recently showed Q and I a map of Vancouver from 1898. I learned that this area where we are, False Creek, used to be so large it soaked all the way back to where Clark Drive now is. It was one of the most biodiverse places on the planet. It's in these types of learnings that I'm able to have deeper understandings of the impact of colonization. I have also been taught that land acknowledgements don't mean as much if we don't say who we are in relation to the land. I am Fanny Antoinette Kearse. I was born on Treaty 4 territory. I am the daughter of Cindy and Tim Kearse, the granddaughter of Perry and Jenny Moscovich, and Donald Hill and Dorothy Kearse. If you're like me, you might not have always known the blood of your lineages, which beats your heart alive. But I did do an ancestry test last summer. But I'm nurtured by the notion that biology is only one way to create a family. It is this belief that enables me to embody all my relations. So I raise my hands to the land that is below us and within us, to each of you here in this room today, to the many ancestors who are all joining us, and to the Indigenous people, the original caretakers of these lands. I say, thank you for being here.
Said so far. I am thinking the next line may be, I don't think I am asking for anything, but just reaching out from the choppy waters of contemplation, of unbelonging, of yearning, of fear. Is I am drowning inside of myself, too much to add to a middle of the night message, or does it carry just enough weight to understand how my sadness may be sitting on my shoulders, how the pain shrivels my spine, how the grief it takes my breath away. I think about trauma, the lived ones and the vicarious ones, the imposed ones and the inflicted ones. I won't text my friend about trauma, at least not in the middle of the night, but lately it reminds me that it's there. that it lives just beneath the layer of new skin I grew over it so I don't constantly feel so raw, so exposed. I want to ask my friend, could I be in grounded psychosis? Humbly hallucinatory, fumbling the line between magic and manic, unreal and surreal, wondering what the is going on with societal complacency. I want to tell my friend the physical pain is flaring the BPD and inflaming the depression. I feel like I am splitting in two, in need of rescue from myself, in need of refuge from the haunting of the past, in need of shelter from the interstitial space of who I am and who I am becoming. I want to ask my friend, can you still love me after you see the way the darkness ignites my anger? I want to ask my friend, will you stay if I decimate? There is no way for me to guarantee you won't get hurt, but I promise the explosion is an implosion of self. A reshaking of the anger, the sadness, the pain, the reclamation alive in this body so I may start again. And me, so well loved, so deeply rooted in community, could it be that the trees around me hold me up even when I am on fire? But I see the burn marks of my projection, the flames of my fear. I am terrified I'll watch my whole garden burn. Terrified that my burnout will spread like a wildfire and not even my big grace-filled tears will be able to stop the blaze. I want to ask my friend, do you think you can watch me pick up the pieces of myself? With unjudgment, with unconditional grace, with kindness. I want to ask myself, do you think you can watch you pick up the pieces of you? With unjudgment, with unconditional grace, with kindness. I want to ask myself, could you dance with your restlessness? Twirling, unfurling, unraveling all the ways in which I believe I am unworthy of my own forgiveness. I want to ask myself, what would it feel like to put it all down? To give it a rest, to rest now. I want to tell myself, you are not the wound. You are the loving ache. who are going to be melodically in conversation with us tonight. So please give it up for the Glimmers Family House Band, the Kinfolk Nation Choir, oh my gosh, Josh Eastman, Kinfolk Nation, and Rowan. We're going to get some poetry going with none other than Adonis Critter King. Was in a gymnasium filled with elementary schoolers, yet the performance was somehow just for me. Every moment that I am near to this black, trans, futuristic, surrealist, poet, theater, freestyling, cross-stitching, wise beyond their years, king, I am healing in so many parts of my inner child. Adonis is someone Q and I turn to in moments of pain, prayer, pause, and pride. Thank you so much for all of the reminders about the slowness disability requires.
Okay, here's some poetry. We'll just ride the vibe. Y'all are amazing. Yeah, all right. I pray at my temple, open my wheezing lungs to the God of freedom, of fresh air, of silence and thinking, of peace found in stillness and stone. It is time to sow these bones, uproot wild weeds from knock-knees, bloom waterfall teeth and tumble to the sea, caught by tentacle wings. And I used to find this frightful, the sight of me, unhinged, unfiltered, raw and honest, tentacle-wrapped shipwreck writhing to be buttered. My temple heaves when I do not honor the way I am. Lost in the should-be's, it cuts this God at their knees. What am I but water-wilted stone, shaped by the ebb and flow of spirit, of moon, of earth, molten and compressed, blessed in a devotion of spring's desire to be sprung. I wish to desire myself, to desire to want to be myself and enjoy myself and pray at my temple for peace and weep from joy and relief at relinquishing this burden of self-grief. I have died so many times before. Gravestone over gravestone of different girls I've been, nameless. But this time scares me the most. Like this rebirth will change all I hold close, and it craves discipline. So I pray for devotion, desire, love. To shave the hurt, discipline dawns, I shall hand this death over with pedigree and know that this is only the beginning. I call myself master of destiny, God in human skin, finding joy, but I'm falling in a gasp my mistakes make, and finding joy in learning. You know, they're mostly silence, an email that doesn't find me well, a half-cast spell, my shadow self smiling at peace in darkness. I have always wanted to be a good sinner, hated God like my mother, like the quitter she says I am. I know me better now. Outside of tepid crown, haunted and righteous, I am glory in darkness. Night owl, unrepented, praying to the full moon, sun-kissed and blessed, I ask myself, what is sacred? What do worms discern from my desecrated flesh? A boy, yes, mango ripe and ready, terrified, yes, but each step lands steady on unfiltered ancestral rage. I hear sirens in the distance. Call it casket. Call it the only home I've ever known. Call it unfulfilled destiny waiting for me, circling my home like a rabid dog. If I were to become me, another disabled queer black boy, proud in his living, proud in his loving, the way ancestors taught, would I be found holy, welcomed home, sacred and blessed? Or would the hounds find me, gnaw at my rotten flesh, chew my bones like treats, like prey, like purpose complete? I want to be happy here. I do not want to die here. I fear becoming martyred revolutionary. Another dead black boy, too poor in his living, too proud and dying the way Jesus taught. I done died and was reborn living, so it's figured I'm out of second chances, but I'm reborn wildin' in love and angrier than I have ever been. So what to do when the world wants you dead? No, but their dogs only hunt you because you still smell wild. A starched sort of woeful, one with full curdles their howls, haunts them like your freedom used to. Know that your blood remembers where it comes from, even if you can't. Remember that you taste like oxtail and callaloo, sorrel and ginger beer, mango and fresh picked pear, also known as avocado. Remember, we had always done it first. Get them to call you by your name when you find it, when you own it. Grab she out the teeth of everything but ever knew ya. She never was, she will never be, though it was a pleasure to get to know her, I promise. It's okay to be scared. An omen is ill-prepared if the outcome isn't predictable. Accept that your death is predictable. Become anyway. Fold into this life, one petal at a time. Thank you.
Wow. Let's give it up for Adonis one more time. Thank you, Donnie. Okay, we're gonna keep rolling along. Next up to the stage, we have my friend Brandon Wint. Yeah, I like that reaction. What up, B? The first time I heard Brandon Wint's poetry was by chance on my living room floor, long before I ever had a chance to dream into the endless possibility that being in B's orbit creates. Brandon, an acclaimed poet, facilitator, and filmmaker, is not only an artistic force, but one of Q&I's most profound teachers. Brandon believed in Q's eyes as a filmmaker far before Q ever did. Your generosity of spirit uplifts and reflects the ever-delicate balancing act of care and creation. Please welcome Brandon Wint. How's the mic?
I'm trying to put together, or rather, I guess I'm in the process of putting together a small book of prayers because I think at its best, poetry functions as a vehicle for humility. And I figure if I direct that vehicle in the direction of God, then my humility will gather some force and amplification. And I think the only way for me to do my best work in this life is to humble myself to the fact that I am deeply flawed and irrevocably beautiful, inherently powerful by the nature of my love. And so I suppose that's the spirit that will propel these prayers. This one is called Psalm 2. O poet, a word is as breakable as a coin under fire. A fire is a poem seeking an audience. O God, an audience is a story beggar. What flickers in my hand? An iPhone, a ladybug, a lover's half smile, to keep my mind from war. There is no war, just a prayer broken over and over and over again. Oh war, God's amputated leg, red as a cigarette in a dark room, writhing. A broken leg, a child, a refugee faltering, a burning blue tent. God of what hearing? Unanswered prayers. The body evacuates while the lips round to say God and nothing else. Nothing else is God. And war, God's opposite. Death is not the mercy we've asked for, dear God. Not for my sister who bristles her gums with leaves in absence of a meal. Let not war sacrifice our prayers. Red blood our faith in what? The promise of sunlight, the calm of a cow who loves melons, the orange sweetness so near now to love. Oh God, even gratitude feels like perversion, a slant rhyme, a thrifted shirt with anonymous blood on its collar. Who can say thank you now and mean it when floodwater tenants every art gallery, when all the hospitals have been bombed, all the shelters oblivion smoked. Oh, ashen prayer, no holy book God's a genocide, and yet some prayers bullet toward revolution, a taste, a smell in the air. God, my suffering is a dust mite, yet I nurse it like a boulder. Life grows on my back like a wart, empire on my back like a curse. Too much hot water has touched my hands. My knuckles are red as coins. Leaving church, I tripped and skinned my hands, muddied my collared shirt, wiped blood onto notebook paper and a chapel's lawn. Is this prayer too? The involuntary prostration, my papered blood rose in concrete. Should I have clasped my fingers tighter, made more earnest my repetition of peace be with you, peace be with you. Oh God, around where the wound winks, my knuckles are stone gray. Dear God, this spine is still a spine. After all of these mattresses, piss-rimmed toilets, creaking couches, musty-ass bus rides, this body wants to move like a dancer, but feels like a torn shirt in a landfill. Mouth of God, make holy my name, even as all I can speak is lost. What unbuckles this opulent city? Someone must tend to the white silhouette blaring walk, even when no one crosses the street. To the weathered teeth of realtors whose smiles blanch bus stop benches. To the boys who play volleyball on stubbled grass and imagine the net between them. What music plays for the hooded woman picking oats from her teeth? The fly who spends all day dipping its legs into the chocolate at Tim Hortons, grooming its wings under 24 hours light in a donut sweet ring. If sight is a manner of touch, How many ways to clay a Sunday? Hammock sling an afternoon. Open a mouth, an eyelid to something worth tasting. I need not cling to busy signals, dial tones, audiobooks, or sing whatever jingle ice cream trucks drag through June alleys. What saves me? Laughter creaking from a neighbor's door, a kind phrase on elevator's descent, the small joy of taking the garbage out, mischief of raccoons fingerprinting dumpsters. Yes, I miss my old address, closets overfull with purple coats, but I am in the center of a new season. Leaves fall from pear trees into my breakfast. A lover, stranger, friend, sneezes into her sweater, yellows her fingertips on moss-slick bricks. I am in a courtyard of lavender, a season of granola and brunches. Egg sandwiches bust their golden yolks in the corner of my grin. Dear God, visit me here, where time is impossible, and no alarm pulls me from the giddy bewilderment of a green fruit's punctured skin. I say dreams so often, and mean only one woman's name, someone to mutter Hindi into my evenings, the brown back of her neck, the only country I know. Said dream to mean how our bodies bloomed and slowed, every needful thing bound in the midnight walk between one bedroom and another. All therapy honed to a toddler's question, do you want a hug? The same query I give to the moon, mugging, angling my maternal cheekbones in night's mirror. Touch me, I'm beautiful. Thanks, friends. That's been my time. See you.
Okay, one more round of applause for B, please. I love looking out and seeing people being held and relaxing and being here. Thank you again. Okay, so this is the portion of my show, our show, but my portion, where I would usually do some live typewriting. You see, I'm Sans typewriter because is broken. And I just I'm doing all of the things and didn't have a chance to get it to the typewriter guy, Clint. So I'm gonna do it because it's something I'm really wanting to experiment with in my art, but I'm gonna write in my journal. I am going to take some prompts from the audience. So I'd like words or like short phrases. For all of us here, I'm gonna write a poem, and it's like we're all writing it together. Okay, so now I will take words and phrases, please. Why are you so cute? Okay, hold on. Wait 1 second. What? Juicy. Okay, I'm gonna write just bravery as a word or idea or theme. Okay. Huh? Oh! Centipede. That's 10, right? The little thing. Okay. Alive? A vibe. Maybe like a couple more short phrases and a couple more words. Barefoot? Barefoot? Did I hear flimsy? Whimsy. I also wrote flimsy. Whimsy. Ocean. I request another short phrase. Why though? Okay, I heard why though. What did you say, Donnie? What had happened was, okay. Okay, so I'll be truthful right off the bat. There's one I didn't get included. What happened was... So, okay, well, I hear that reaction, CO, and because I'm like, I thought you would, all the other poets would be like, that's what you should start it off with, so I was like, I'm not doing that. Walking barefoot of whimsy on a flimsy sliver of hope. An ocean of cracking myself open to drink up the egg yolk of storyfolk. I hear the ancestors whisper in dreamland, understand that they always know the truth. Not a different dew can question the arrival of who you can become on the other side of bravery. Shed the snake skin, ride the vibe, and arrive at your good self. You don't need to be best or most. Those are colonial constructs that flare the disease of shoulda, coulda, woulda. The pain of endlessly questioning why though. Grow anyways. Love anyways. Centipede yourself towards the slowness humanity requires. Orient yourself to the juicy truth of your deepest desire. Deposit your love like it is the most generative source you have. A love that can build community, weave power, and ask, why y'all so cute though? Okay. And a round of applause for yourself. Thanks for writing the poem, y'all. I am so excited to welcome back to the stage Adonis Critter King and Brandon Wint. And I'm just going to do a tiny little shift here.
Oh, I was going to kill time, but it didn't seem necessary, but then it was happening anyway. Anyways, I'm making things more awkward. It's like I was going to say something and then I didn't commit, but then here we are. It's a good thing I love y'all.
Glimmers of gold, glimmers of golden gold. What do you see? The light in you is the light in me.
Oh, love. Redeem this insomnia-rattled brain, these hours of evasive daylight. Remind me that March, too, is a near-perfect song. Yes, always something singing. Even the faint crackle of electricity coursing through a light bulb. The song I want is studio apartment quiet, hushed as a bachelor nursing a hangover in bed. I mean, I want to be touched and say nothing except hold my hand, because silence too is a kind of miracle. I know that I am blessed because the tap twists open, its modest deluge and cups, whatever. Every season here alternates between wildfire and cyclone, but I can pray through any storm. Dear love, turn my hands, open my palms to whatever the sky offers. I am saying even to rain, Touch me until I gleam and glimmer in Friday's simple song. I am alive and dreaming. I am alive and dreaming. I am alive and dreaming. Dear love, I am alive.
Glimmers of gold, glimmers of God and gold. What do you see? The light in you is a light in me.
Have you forgotten the honor of being trusted with pain? That it too is sacred, that we humans don't grow without each other. Ocean, rain, tears, water the bodies which garden in pain. We are not the flesh of disability, but flowered skin of hibiscus and tansy and suntan. Protectors, believers of the type of tenderness Creator crafted this world with. How do you learn that type of faith? How do you continue to stay? Joy and darkness swallow me whole, feed me to sky's wide open mouth. Steward my soul towards the inherent beauty of being alive. Return me to the soil that tills the desire to know and do better. Learning is the first language of us all. Call understanding an ever-fluid, ever-shape-shifting alphabet that can form new ways to love, just as sure as the night sky forms new stars. Just as sure as the light that I am seeking is also being reflected to me. You look like a memory I have not yet made. A story to tell your grandchildren. A reckoning with where redemption retreats and what it means. I have no deficit, no debt to any mortal, only a vow to truth. A service and surrendering to the witnessing I pray for. For the moments that whisper, this is why you are alive. To find myself in the little space between your teeth and the fullness of your lips. To see you howl at the moon and hear my 10-year-old self howl back. Oh! To taste the mystery of connection and feast on the impermanence of it all. Say, only truth here.
Only truth here.
Say, only spirit here.
Only spirit.
Say, bring me to the doorway of joy. Yes! Oh yes! Bring me to the doorway of joy! Pack my vessel full of a more honest expanse of the human experience. Glimmer-guided roadways, paper maps of poetry, signs that I am headed home.
Glimmers of gold, glimmers of God and gold. What do you see?
He found me in the middle of a long road, somewhere between reefer and old soul. Been scared of a life since 4 years old, but holding on to a glimmer from when the wall spoke. Say, you can't brew happy from cobweb gates. Track your progress with the moon. Don't be scared of the date. Don't be scared of your fate. Don't be scared to be great. A psychic in LA said, get over your hate. Don't you know you need deep and shine of breadfruit, slow roasted ancestral songs, when soup, chicken foot, fish goat, Capricorn, find the root. Glimmers are everywhere but you look. Let's live. Seawall, hot chocolate, reflect on old times. Who selects his new perspective? It's the simple things that make life bittersweet. Hawks on morning walks, gotta pay to breathe. Making art that scares the old me. Truth told, I'm barking wrong tree. Sipping on cardamom milk tea. Babies love smooth like first move Hennessy. I'm honestly so glad to be alive for the first time. I won't dull my shine. Your heart resonates with mine. Spirits say link, clink, cheers to the divine in you.
Transition into jamming. We're just gonna keep it going. We're gonna invite Hayley and Thule back. We're gonna play a little bit with y'all.
Play. Fun fact, Brandon used to be in a poetry boy band. I'm just putting all that out there. No pressure though, no pressure. Glimmers everywhere that you...
Y'all are not gonna bully me tonight, no? I just want you to know that you can't bully me.
I stop blushing when I'm beside Brandon, do you know that? I get taken to this some kind of storyland, fairyland, magical. Hey, and this is prayer time, do you know that you're magical? Hey, there's a reason why we're in this space right now. Oh, if you believe it too, just say, oh. Hey, that's right. Oh, so we'll keep flowing, we'll keep going to the mountaintop. I'm not stopping, you're not stopping, so don't you drop. I need you, baby. But if you go to the other side, I know you're watching. And that's powerful too, but I'm grateful that you're here right now. I'm so 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 grateful that you're here right now.
We got toast, we got bread. Any money in the room?
I'm so
Yeah, we
grateful,
make
I'm
that
so
bread.
grateful that you're here
Tip your babies, yeah. Tip
what Adonis do to me, man. So many emotions, but you know that we talking real right now.
Real right now.
And if you feel it, yes, I feel it. No, you feel it. We're just here right now.
Feel it right here, right now.
So do you really know who's here right now? I got Rowan. What more can I say? They're just glowing. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa. You know, I'll tell you a little story.
Tell us the story.
One night, you know, I made a little prayer, you know, before bed. Just one time I said, so these are dreams on dreams on dreams.
Dreams.
And layers on layers on layers.
On layers.
Interweaving all these things. We're just layers and layers and layers.
Like kings, you got layers.
Interweaving all these things.
Dreaming, we're dreaming.
Hey,
Say we dream and we dream and we dream. Oh, we dream and we dream and we dream. Yeah. Oh, we dream and we dream and we dream. Yo, we dream and we dream and we dream. Ah. I say we dream, we dream, we dream. We dream and we dream and we dream. We dream and we dream and we dream. We dream and we dream and we dream. Dream and we dream and we dream. Oh, we dream and we dream and we dream. We dream and we dream and we dream. Dream so many in the sky, oh. We dream and we dream and we dream. A bird sings a song and we go. We dream and we dream and we dream. Please take my prayers to the sky, oh. We dream and we dream and we dream. Ah, we dream and we dream and we dream. I feel the glimmers in my soul. We dream and we dream and we dream. We dream and we dream and we dream. And we're here now. We dream and we dream and we dream. Floating in reality, I saw this in my bed before. We dream and I dream and I dream. Dreaming, dreaming, dreaming. We dream and we dream and got lost in a dream. Happy I got found myself back in an intertwined place of the dream imagination, me sitting, me feeling, me hearing. Flow, the waters flow by the side and the people spoke with depth in their heart. I raised my finger up to the ones who were there before, who whispered and whispered many deep secrets in the places that we hide. So I dream, 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 we dream, we dream.